How's it going, guys? Jacob here. This is the Roland FP-30X. It's got 88 keys, fully weighted hammer action keybed. Feels really nice. It's definitely geared towards the pianist. It's got that weighted feel that you want, that realism that you're looking for. And I gotta say, it's nice playing the piano sounds on this instrument, but there's more than just grand piano acoustic sounds like that. But to start out with, let's listen to some of the pianos. Yeah, you can see I really tried to play that thinking about being a little expressive and varying the dynamics, and you can get some nice expression on this instrument, especially considering kind of where it is. You know, it's definitely not the highest professional keyboard that you could get, but as just a really good digital piano with a lot of nice features, good sounds, good feel, it's right there. It's really great. So let's look at a few more of the sounds. You change sounds by holding any of the buttons here in the tone category buttons and pressing keys. And there's a lot of other features that do the same thing. Transpose, ambience, brilliance, changing the master tuning, all that's going to be done similarly. So for piano sounds, so there's an upright sound. Try out a couple more. Sounds like another upright kind of sound. That's what you want to play on that sound, right? Good old honky tonk. Yeah. Harpsichord. Now let's move on to electric piano. Here's the first EP sound you get. Yeah. Another sound. And then we've got a clav. That's an organ, changed to an organ there. That sound makes me just want to play sus chords all day. Brighter B3 sound, Leslie going. Now, besides those two categories, which are really geared towards traditional keyboard sounds, you have other, which has sounds like this. violin, or string sounds. General string orchestra patch. There's some horns mixed in there too, and the harder you hit it, it sounds like that comes out a little bit more. So it's really a layered patch. Now we get into some synth sounds. One of the features I mentioned before is ambience, and that's one of those things you trigger with the keys on the keyboard. So right now, if you hear this horn sound, it's very dry. There's nothing after it, no reverb or anything like that. So function, press the plus a few times, and now got some nice ambience after that sound. The other features you get like that are transpose, which is here. You have twin piano mode, which you can turn on and off. Ambience, we talked about. Brilliance, key touch, which changes the response of the keyboard to your playing. You have master tuning, and then USB song. But then at the top is something that is really nice, that I particularly like, especially because when I do demos on keyboards like this one that have onboard speakers, a lot of times it's a question, always a question I want to know especially is, how do I turn the speakers off? Or can they be turned off? Or when I plug it into a headphone out, or if I plug the main outputs in, are the speakers going to cut off? Well, this keyboard has a function right here where you can just cut them off. So I'm hearing the speakers right now. Obviously you're hearing the main outs, but I'm hearing the speakers from the keyboard to monitor myself. If I do function off, it's dead. I can't hear myself right now. And again, from my perspective, from demoing keyboards for a while and playing a lot of them, that's really, really nice because it's not something I have to go search for. To be honest, it wasn't something that I had to look for in a manual. I just noticed it out the box and I was like, oh, that's how you turn the speaker on and off. That's very useful. In addition to that, there's also two modes for turning it on. There's stand and desk. So one mode that's really configured for if you have it on a stand, or if you have it on a desk down flat, it's going to change how the speaker acts. So that gives you a way to fine-tune the speakers depending on the environment that the keyboard is in. There are some great features for learning or education on this piano. I mentioned twin piano mode already, but there's also the metronome, so you can practice with a click, and you have a record feature, so if you want to record yourself while you're practicing and listen back, that's available to you. The FP-30X also has Bluetooth and USB connectivity. You can use it with several of Roland's apps, as well as apps like GarageBand for iOS. So this is one of those keyboards that's got all that stuff you want to look for in a modern digital piano, so you can be connecting with your other devices. It's just going to enhance the experience for you. One more thing that I wanted to mention, when I turned the speakers off a second ago, I noticed something and was reminded about something about this keyboard, and I'll do it right now. Maybe we can leave the mics in the room live so that you can hear this. If I turn this off, it's a pretty quiet keybed. And I gotta say, this is something I don't talk about a lot in my videos. Actually, I don't know if I've specifically ever done it, but this particular keyboard and a lot of Roland keyboard I've noticed have pretty quiet keybeds. And when is that good? Well, when you want to practice and you don't want to bother anybody. I gotta say, from personal experience, growing up playing piano my whole life, sharing a living space with a lot of different people, that can be annoying. You know, I mean, if you're trying to do something else in the other room and I'm playing with headphones and you hear, you know, that's not great. But a keyboard like this that has a quieter keybed, it's just going to improve that. And the people that you may or may not be sharing a space with will appreciate that. And that's the FP-30X from Roland. If you've got any questions about it, please put those in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, click here for more videos like this one, and go to sweetwater.com for all of your music instrument and pro audio needs.